In this video, we are going to look at Docker images commands and the CLI commands for that. So I'm on the CLI and I'm going to type Docker image. So this will show you the commands available like build, history, import, and all those. So we're going to look at these commands in this video. And so what I'm going to do is, first of all, Docker images. So this was Docker image. This is Docker images. So this will show the images on this machine, and you can see there are two images on this machine right now. So first command is build over here, and it is usually used with Docker files, so it's covered in the Docker file section, so there's no need to repeat it over here. And history, so let's look at history. So I am going to go to Docker images, Docker history. I can just press tab, and then I'm going to copy this image, or I can just tab it over here again by just typing first few characters and then just press tab. So this will show us the different images that this image consists of. So this image again consists of different layers of images. So this image was created using Docker files, so it has this different layer, and each instruction creates its own layer of image. So once again, an image can again consist of multiple images. So that is what the Docker history command shows us when each and every image was created for this particular image. So that's Docker history. So the next is, let's say, import. So what we are going to do over here is, let's say we have your image over here. So we have Docker images, and I want this image to be exported and taken to a different machine. How cool would be that? So let's see how to do that. So first of all, what we're going to do is going to use a command to save this image. So I'm going to do docker save -o and name of the zip file. So I'm going to do output.tar and then the image name. So I'm going to do the image name. So I'm going to hit enter over here. Make sure you follow this command exactly, and after a few seconds it will create the output tar file, and then you can take that output tar file to a different machine and then load the image over there. So we're going to, instead of loading it on a different machine, what I'm going to do is delete this image and recreate it using this output.tar file. So I'm going to do ls over here, and you can see I have this output.tar over here. So now I'm going to delete the image. I'm going to do docker rmi, and I'm going to just press tab after typing in first two characters and then hit enter. So this will delete the image from this machine. So now I'm going to do docker images, and we don't have that image. And you must make sure that if you're trying to delete an image, and if a container is using that image, it won't let you delete that image. So you'll notice it when you run it if there's a container running for you. Anyway, so back over here we have docker images, we have our tar file over here. Now let's generate an image out of it. So I'm going to do docker load and the file name. So I'm going to do output.tar. So now it's loading our image, and now when I do docker images again, you see our images back again. So this is how you save an image, export it to a different machine. You can copy the tar file to a different machine and then load it back. So this is how you export an image. So now let's look at another command called docker prune. So let me see, and it's called prune. So I'm going to do docker image prune and not Docker prune. So this will remove all the dangling images. So a lot of times you create all the images, and if you don't remove dangling images, it will take up a lot of space on the disk. So this will remove all the dangling images. So do you want to continue? So I will say yes. And I don't have any dangling images, so it didn't reclaim any space. There is another option called Docker image prune -a. So this will not only remove dangling images, it will remove all images from your computer. And I'm going to hit enter, but I'm going to say no because I don't want to do that. So basically, this is how you use Docker prune to remove all your images or dangling images. And if you want to remove all the images, you do Docker prune -a. And so when we loaded the image and created the output.tar file, now let's look at the contents of output.tar file. So I'm just going to do tar xpf output.tar. So this will untar, and let's look at the content. So it has created this different folders and different files. So these are basically the sub images that you will find inside that image. So these are the contents of output.tar file. I'm going to go back and do docker images or docker image ls. So that's basically the same thing, like docker images is equivalent to docker image ls, which lists all the images. So if I run docker image again, we have covered a few of them. Now this push pull again will be covered in the repository section. We saw how to remove an image, how to save. Tag will be again covered in another video. So will be inspect. We did import history. Build will be covered in the Docker file. So we have covered a few commands in this video, and the rest will be covered in different other sections. So stay tuned.